after seeing how successful this Target boycott went, I'm like, boycotting feel good. It do. It do. It's like, I ain't gotta touch you. I ain't gotta harm you in any type of way. All I gotta do is stop fucking.
So here are the most recent updates regarding our Black consumer boycott. So CNN has actually confirmed and reported that the Target boycott is said to be the most successful Black boycott since the Montgomery bus boycott. Now, for those of you who may not remember or don't know, the Montgomery boycott started in December 5th of 1955 and lasted all the way until December 20th of 1956, a over year-long boycott to which the Montgomery bus lines were losing $3,000 a day. Why? Because their main commuters were Black people. And since Black people were boycotting, they were not making any money. They weren't making any revenue. And that's basically the same idea and principle with this Black consumer boycott. And yes, we started with Target, but oh, baby, it's long gone, outgrown since then.
Hi guys, my name is Joy and you're welcome back to the channel. Today, we are talking about Target. The company is in a big trouble. Sales are dropping, the CEO just stepped down, and many customers are boycotting. A lot of people, especially Black Americans, are saying Target failed them and now the company is paying the price. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to support the channel.
Baby, he's done. He's gone. He's out of there. Question is, are you? Are you still done with Target now that he won't be there? Target CEO Brian Cornell is stepping down after more than a decade of up. One of America's most trusted brands. I know Target was my favorite big box retailer. Now I consider them deplorable trash. This leadership change comes amid persistent declines. And sales and significant criticism of Target's retreat from its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. And this is where Target had us all up. Within weeks of the DEI rollbacks, market value dropped by $12.4 billion and the stock price fell over $27 per share. Target saw a 3.1% drop in Q2 2025 sales and a significant decline in foot traffic. In total, some sources attribute more than $15 billion in lost revenue and a plunge in share price, all related to their decision to drop DEI. So baby, he's gone. But his replacement is the current COO, a 20-year Target vet, who was in the room when these decisions were made in the first place. So are we about to go back or not?
Here is my most recent update on our Black consumer boycott. I know it's been a minute, but bear with me. So Target is down so fucking bad, right? In order to help boost its sales, they've actually acquired the help of Kai. You know Kai Cenat, who is like the #1 streamer right now in America. So they acquired his talents as well as AMP to have a sleepover in the store to help roll out their new product line or some shit like that. Now, these are all desperate attempts in order to try to bring back the Black consumers into the stores of Target ever since they decided to cut back on their DEI programs and initiatives. Target is doing everything but respecting their Black consumers. They're doing everything but respecting their Black consumers. They're also not issuing an actual heartfelt apology. Y'all could actually hold that because we wouldn't believe it anyway. But you're doing everything but respecting the Black Americans, the Black Caribbeans, the Black Hispanics, the Black Latinos. You're doing everything but respecting them and their money. Because Kai Cenat's target audience is not even the audience that is actually boycotting Target. Kai Cenat, his supporters are under the age of 18, baby. So how do you think these kids is getting to Target? Whose car is they riding in to get to Target? Whose money is these kids gonna be spending? Target? And here you go, just so I give you guys the proof, I give you the evidence. They're actually using him to try to boost up their sales again. How the hell are you gonna try to pander to our children, to our youth, knowing damn well you don't respect us overall? You don't respect the elders, you don't respect the adults. You're damn sure not gonna respect our kids or be respectful towards them and them still being consumers. So how dare you try to undermine actually having to respect all of your black consumers to see if you could just try to win or gain some sales by pandering to our youth. And that just lets me know that you guys are really playing in our faces. You really take us for a fucking joke. You take us for idiots. That's really what you take us for. That, and you also believe that we're still in this place of where we're outraged, where we're outraged by your cutting of the DEI programs. No, baby, this is no longer an outrage. It's an awakening. It's an awakening. We see clear as day. You don't fuck with us. So we don't want to fuck with you. It's simple as that. But see, you forgot you can't survive without black consuming dollars. You can't survive without that.
After seeing how successful this Target boycott went, I'm like, boycotting feel good. It do. It do. It's like, I ain't gotta touch you. I ain't gotta harm you in any type of way. All I gotta do is stop fucking with you. That's gonna hit you where it hurts. All I gotta do is stop fucking with you. So now I'm like, who we boycotting next? Cause I'm ready. I've been boycotting Walmart. So if you ain't hopped on that train, you late. I've been boycotting Walmart. I'm just waiting for everybody else to hop on. I ain't been there forever. I'm thinking the NFL. I think we could boycott the NFL next because them motherfuckers is on my nerves. They keep playing with our brothers and I don't like that shit. Starting with the Sanders brothers. Yeah, y'all played on their motherfucking top and I don't like how y'all did that shit.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
That was some fuck shit y'all did and y'all keep playing on their top. Especially y'all little reporters and shit. And I don't like how they did Kaepernick. And how they keep doing Kaepernick. Cause y'all see they done blocked the documentary that he was doing with Spike Lee. Yeah, ESPN, NFL, they next. They next. Everybody should be getting boycotted right now. Because of everything that's going on, we shouldn't have no award shows. We shouldn't be celebrating no motherfucking holidays. We ain't doing no movies no more. No sporting events. None of that. No going to the aquarium, the zoo, none of that. We shutting all this shit down. Keep y'all asses in the motherfucking house and don't watch nothing on television. They done fired all the good journalists and made them come on this goddamn app. So we don't need to be watching TV to keep up on what's going on. The journalists are going to let us know on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. We don't need to be on the motherfucking TV. Fuck all them stations, all them news stations. We boycotting all of them. Especially the ones that want to be bowing down and bending the knee to dookie booty. Yeah, if you bending the knee to dookie booty, we really boycotting you. We need to go ahead and do that ASAP. Just let me know, cause I'm ready. That's the revolution, ain't it? I'm ready.
Now, when it comes to our consumer boycott against Target, I've had a lot of you guys in my comments, in my DMs, asking me who's next, who's next, who's next, who's the next major retailer that we are going after as far as withholding our black funds, right? And I'm about to show y'all who's next. They're next. They're next, and I'm about to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why they're next, okay? All right, so getting straight to the point, we got to start with this. Now, I don't know if you didn't hear, but the argument is over. The wait is over as far as who will be eating the cost of these fees that Trump is imposing. And it's not going to be the companies. It's officially going to be the Americans that's going to be eating the extra fees, okay? So whatever it is, whether it's a 120% increase in tariffs or it's the $100 flat fee that will recommence after this 90-day ban if China and the United States cannot come to an agreement, okay? So it's going to be the Americans that's going to be footing the bill. And so because of that, the CEO of Walmart actually released a statement letting shoppers know to expect higher prices by the end of May, right? They said that they cannot absorb all of the tariff costs, even though Trump is low-key trying to bully them into doing it. Not just them, but other companies as well. But they've all come out and said, listen, we cannot eat the costs. We can't. So you Americans have to come out your pockets, right? Okay, so this is an actual quote coming from the CEO of Walmart. His name is Doug McMillon. We will do our best to keep our prices low as possible, right? The CFO, John David Rainey, confirmed that the impacts of the tariffs will be felt by the end of the month. Now, you know, anytime something gets more expensive, I just feel like us black people gonna find a way to not buy it. We gonna find a way to say it wasn't that important to have anyway. And I feel like this could be the proper motivation in helping steer the African American community in the right direction as far as now extending the boycott to Walmart. The CEO and the CFO of Walmart both issued warnings to the consumers that food prices will also be affected by non-China tariffs, as there are tariffs that are imposed on Costa Rica, Peru, and Colombia. So those cheap groceries that MAGA voted for, it was never going to be cheap. We knew this. It was never going to be cheap, but now that's another thing. That's another little wrench in their plans, right? Also, the CEO and the CFO of Walmart wanted to let consumers know to expect fluctuation of prices throughout the year. So they won't even have set prices. So just to tally everything up, or just play that back. Expect higher prices at the end of this month. They will not be eating the cost of the tariffs. You will. They also will be higher prices on food, and the prices will fluctuate throughout the year. If you still want to shop at Walmart, by all means, do you. But I think that this is now the perfect time for us to stop, you understand, spending our Black hard-earned dollars at Walmart. And all of this information is backed up on CNN, US News, Newsweekly, New York Post, and eatthis.com.
Many of us in the Black American community have decided that we are protesting with our dollars. We are choosing to support businesses that respect us, that do not support the felon in chief and white supremacy. But a lot of people continue to demonstrate that they do not have the bandwidth to understand the nuance of protesting economically. And quite frankly, many folk are showing their economic privilege on this app, denigrating people who go to Walmart and who continue to use Amazon. The bottom line is that the reason that Walmart particularly grew as quickly as it did was because it used cutthroat tactics in its pricing to put local grocery stores and mom and pop stores out of business. So in many rural areas and in many urban areas, if there is a Walmart, that is the only place that people can go to get their groceries and the essentials that they need. And there are many other factors that go into that. Not everyone has a car. Many people depend on public transportation. So it's not as easy for them to bypass Walmart and Target and I go elsewhere to get what I need. Good for you if you can do that. Not everybody can do that. And the fact that people fail to see that and instead denigrate folks for their decisions, it blows me away. Where is you all's compassion? And I mean very intelligent people on this app do it. Why are you at Walmart? Maybe because that's the only place that person can go to get their groceries and their essentials that they need. Because if Walmart isn't there, which many communities are now facing because Walmart has closed over 100 stores. If Walmart is not there, they have no other option in terms of getting fresh groceries. Same thing with Amazon. Most of us use a product or service that directly or indirectly supports white supremacy and businesses that support the felon in chief. In our capitalist society, it is very difficult to get away from it. If you're on a smartphone, more than likely that business has supported the felon in chief. And if not, many of the components of your smartphone are sourced by exploited labor in places like China, Africa, and India. Do not let, again, other people shame you for doing what you need to do to survive in your choices. Black folk, I do believe that protesting with our $1.6 trillion is the most effective way to make our voices heard, but do what you can in your circumstance. If you can't avoid using Walmart and Amazon altogether, go for it. Good for you. But many people cannot do it, and they should not be denigrated for that.
This is your daily reminder that boycotting does work and that corporate America knows it. Let's talk about Target, or Target as they used to call it. After a year of public backlash and organized protests, Target has now slashed the CEO's salary by 45%. That's nearly $10 million less in compensation. And mind you, this is the same guy that was cashing in when frontline workers were being underpaid, when communities were being left behind, and when stores were closing. And this is a prime example of what happens when people intentionally organize to stop participating in systems and institutions that was never created with us in mind. And now Target is feeling it at their bottom line. Now, this is bigger than just one company. This is a case study for what happens when we work together in solidarity with intentionality. We have the potential to shift the balance of power. We have to continue to keep the receipts, to name the harm, and to apply pressure when necessary. Because whether we're talking about racial injustice, LGBTQ rights, access to social services, or the exploitation of workers, boycotting is not just symbolic, it is strategic.
I learned today that the CEO of Target did not, in fact, step down. He actually was promoted and given a different position. That is all smoke and mirrors to make the public think that they're doing something about the fact that everyone is boycotting them, but they're not. That man still has a job. He's actually making more money. He received a raise pretty much, just a different position. So it's all smoke and mirrors. They're still on their bullshit. Continue the boycott.
Here is the truth. Target thought they could change and people would stay quiet, but customers shows their power. Black shoppers and many others decide to stop buying, and now Target is losing big. This proves when we stand together, we can make a company listen. Target is learning a hard lesson. If you don't respect people, you will lose their support. What do you think? Was the boycott the right way? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.